How does beer affect your consciousness? What I'm sharing with you today might surprise you. In our society, drinking beer is absolutely normal for many people, whether it is in a social gathering or as a way to unwind at the end of a day. But what really happens energetically, and how does it impact your consciousness? Many of us associate beer with relaxation, social connection, and enjoyment. But did you know that beer has deeper effects on your energy and your pineal gland? Maybe you are thinking now, but Sylvia, in ancient cultures, such brews were consciously used in rituals. And that's true. Yet the beer we know today has a completely different effect on your consciousness than you probably believe. But before we talk about beer's effects, let's take a quick look into the past. In many ancient cultures, special drinks similar to beer played an important role in spiritual rituals. They were used consciously in ceremonies to expand awareness and to create a deeper connection to worlds beyond our physical one. However, these traditional brews were very different from what we know today as beer. Interestingly, the Sasquatch, and yes, they do exist, are an advanced form from the Neanderthal, and they are masters of brewing. I know many people think they don't really exist, but as a medium, I can tell you, yes, they do, even if they don't often appear in our reality. And they too, like many old natural tribes, or in ancient Egypt, they still know that with the right herbs, natural substances, or even mushrooms, these brews can have a powerful healing effect, or they can be used for expanding awareness and travel to other dimensions. The Sumerians, for instance, had a sacred beer that served as a gateway to divine inspiration. And you have probably heard about ayahuasca as well, a powerful plant mixture from the Amazon region that is still used today in shamanic ceremonies to expand consciousness and enter spiritual worlds. These drinks and rituals allowed spiritual experiences that are, however, clearly different from our modern beer. And what the difference is exactly, we will get into that next. Because now it is getting really interesting. While traditional ritual drinks often had consciousness enhancing effects and activated the pineal gland, today's beer is a completely different story, especially when it comes to the pineal gland. What is the pineal gland? This is a gland, a small gland in the center of your head that plays a central role in expanding your consciousness, supporting your intuition, and seeing through space and time. Drinking beer can limit the function of this gland because the alcohol in beer leads to dehydration in your body. Alcohol inhibits the hormone which signals your kidneys to retain water. As a result, more urine is produced and you lose more water than the body would normally release. This fluid loss disrupts your overall fluid balance and also throws off the balance of minerals. And this imbalance, especially in the long term, contributes to the buildup of calcium in the pineal gland, which calcifies the gland and restricts its function. In addition, alcohol contributes to oxidative stress due to the increased formation of free radicals, which damages the pineal gland and limits its functions. Oxidative stress occurs when free radicals, these are harmful molecules, form in the body, such as when consuming alcohol. These free radicals attack healthy cells and damage them. And you can imagine free radicals as little thieves that attach to your healthy cells and cause damage there. This weakens not only cell health, but also the function of important glands like the pineal gland. Beer also contains hops, you might know, which has a calming and partially sedating effect on the nervous system. And this effect, often experienced as pleasant and relaxing, is triggered by compounds like xanthomol and myrcene, which suppresses the activity of the central nervous system, placing the person in a calmer and even sleepy state. This leads to a reduced awareness. A part of your consciousness is literally dimmed and switched off, which also lowers your intuitive abilities. Moreover, alcohol has a very direct impact on your energy field, or as it is sometimes called, your aura. This energy field surrounds your body and protects you from negative influences. When you drink alcohol, it has a dampening effect and weakens this protection. Alcohol slows down the nervous system and lowers the natural vibration of your body. The aura which makes up your energy field becomes less vibrant, less awake. It loses energy and makes the person feel heavier and more tired. Normally, all the layers of your aura resonate harmoniously with each other, like a well-tuned instrument. Alcohol disrupts this harmony. The energy no longer distributes evenly, and your aura becomes unstable and more susceptible to external influences. You can imagine the aura as a kind of light field around you that reflects your vitality and energy. Alcohol dims this light. The aura becomes less radiant and appears energetically dimmer, like a light that has been turned down. The aura is your natural shield, but alcohol weakens this protective function and makes the energetic wall not so stable, so you resonate more easily with external energies that have a lower vibration. And this means that after consuming alcohol, especially beer, you are less energetically stable, and you may feel less in control emotionally or physically, because your consciousness is literally weakened. Maybe you have noticed yourself that after drinking beer or alcohol, you feel less clear and focused. Many people speak of the spirit of alcohol. And yes, alcohol indeed has its own consciousness. Some even say this spirit feels demonic or threatening, something that takes over, causing people to lose control and do or say things they would never normally choose. You could say that the spirit of alcohol carries a transformative energy. one that brings hidden aspects of yourself to the surface. Old wounds, fears, and buried desires. All the things we often suppress in daily life are brought to light under alcohol's influence. Alcohol projects these suppressed feelings outward in an uninhibited way, often leading to unrestrained and uncontrolled behavior. The so-called spirit of alcohol is, in truth, not a demonic force that must be fought, but rather an opportunity to recognize what you may be hiding within yourself, your unresolved shadow aspects. Alcohol can create a feeling of separation, like a veil that makes it difficult to truly feel connected to yourself. And this often leads to mood swings and makes it harder to stay grounded and stable within yourself. There are, by the way, many alternatives that can even strengthen your spiritual connection rather than weaken it. Herbal teas, for example, are a wonderful way to ground yourself and clear your mind, and all without the dampening effects of alcohol. Teas made from lavender, lemon balm, or chamomile naturally calm you and help you stay inwardly calm while remaining energetically awake. Even a cup of hot water with ginger or lemon can warm you and gently elevate your energy, which is especially helpful if you want to connect with your spiritual practice. And when it is about beer, it often does not stop at one beer. Especially in social settings, drinking beer is considered totally normal, almost expected. One beer often leads to several, and it is just part of a relaxed get-together. However, this is where we might ask ourselves, at what point does it slip into addiction? When does a relaxed ritual turn into something we need to feel good or feel like we belong? In these moments, we are invited to be honest with ourselves and take a closer look. The truth is that the topic of addiction is actually about the search for ourselves. Many people who reach for alcohol are often unconsciously searching for a feeling of arrival, inner peace, or a connection to themselves, without necessarily realizing it. What keeps blocking us in this search are our deeply rooted negative beliefs. Convictions like, I'm not good enough, or I have to achieve to be loved, often create an inner emptiness or tension which we try to fill, at least temporarily, with alcohol. Alcohol becomes a kind of substitute connection that in reality only soothes the surface without addressing the root causes. We long for clarity and self-acceptance, but alcohol places a layer over these beliefs without truly transforming them. The real lasting connection we seek lies in working through these negative beliefs. When we consciously confront, acknowledge, and transform these deep-rooted convictions, the need for outside distractions like alcohol becomes unnecessary. In the end, the true search for ourselves does not lead us outward, but rather to encountering our inner issues. In this sense, letting go of beer or alcohol is a step toward freedom, because by doing so, we stop looking for answers outside of ourselves and begin to find our clarity and strength within. Beer and alcohol have a direct impact on your energy field, your energy and your frequency, and unfortunately, it is often not in the way we wish. Beer lowers your vibration, weakens your aura, and clouds your inner clarity. Of course, a single beer may not greatly affect your energy field, but it is the quantity and frequency that matters. In the end, it is your conscious decision that makes the difference. With the knowledge of these effects, you can look at drinking beer and alcohol in a new light and choose for yourself how to strengthen and expand your energy, your vibration, and your awareness. Balance and mindfulness are essential to your path in life and to what you make of it. We all face challenges. It is part of our experience here on earth, but you can choose. Do you feel like a victim of external circumstances and try to avoid the pain consciously or unconsciously? Or do you recognize that you have the power to make new choices? Perhaps this also means consciously choosing to go against societal norms and stepping more and more into your own power. By choosing what truly benefits you, you strengthen yourself and your journey. So in this spirit, please feel free to share this video with other like-minded people. And do not forget, I love you.